High Priestess Jamila here to show y'all a little treat. Welcome, welcome. I am going to show you guys an updated and new and improved love potion number 69. I actually made a different version of this back in 2016 or 2015. And I just, I don't feel like I would dress candles with it, but I want to make this one edible. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a love elixir in case you are somebody that has problems in your love life, because my love life is just, some of y'all may have issues in your love life for whatever reason. This will be good for that. Also, it's very healthy. Okay, it's very healthy. It's very good for the heart. Very good for healing. This potion slash elixir can be given or taken internally by you to improve self-love and also your attraction. And then also you can use it to dress candles. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. So the ingredients that you are going to need, okay, is some kind of light oil. And I'm using grapeseed oil. Use something that is edible with a good taste to it. So grapeseed oil would be the best tasting oil, okay? You're gonna need a bowl. You're gonna need a pot, medium to small. Something to keep your potion in. So I'm going to make a pretty big batch of this and then also have my personal. There's a list of herbs that you're going to need, but you're also going to need some molasses, and I would get the grandma's brand molasses. Okay, but you can use any kind of molasses if you want. I just like that brand. And honey, okay? Don't really matter which kind. So those are the non-herbal ingredients. Some of the herbs you can switch them out, but there are a few that I'm going to recommend that you don't substitute. Now, if you don't plan on making this edible, then you can use horny goat weed in it. You can use jasmine flowers. These are some that I omitted. And then Jezebel root. Okay, I'm not sure if Jezebel root is edible. Okay, so that's why, and I want to make this one edible. So the herbs that you're going to need: motherwort, marshmallow root, rosemary, white willow bark, kava kava, valerian root, hibiscus flowers, red clover. If you're allergic to any of these herbs, don't use them, okay? Passion flower, dandelion leaf, cassia powder, which is cinnamon, licorice root, and you can omit this one because some people have like a sensitivity to licorice root. Blessed thistle, lavender flowers, and hops flowers. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get started. The first thing that I'm gonna do, and let me kind of pan this downward a little bit. First thing that I'm gonna do, let me move these cigarettes out of the way. Is I'm gonna take a pot and I'm going to eyeball it because I want to make enough to fill this up to the top. Okay, so keep in mind that you guys want to make sure that you don't, I guess, I don't know, make too much. Just kind of measure it out as to what you think you would need. And I'm gonna get some more of this stuff because I got some more oils that I'm making tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna use like almost this whole thing. Okay. Oh, another thing that you want is some coffee filters and some of these, okay? All right, I'm gonna start putting my oils in this. We're gonna actually cook this oil with the herbs in it. I'm putting a good amount of motherwort in it because it is really, motherwort is really healing for the heart, especially if you're dealing with, if you're sick to heart, or if your partner is sick to heart, okay, or whoever the target is that you're going to distribute this to or use the love candles on. You can also use this for drawing in new love if you want. I'm going to use probably about a couple of pinches of blessed thistle. Okay, some marshmallow root, about that much. Okay. And these leftover herbs, whenever we strain them, because we're going to strain all of this, okay? You can actually use the leftover herbs for bathing in, is what I found that it's a good idea so that the herbs don't go to waste. You can still use them. Okay, so rosemary, I'm going to put a couple of pinches of that. Okay. All of these herbs are so good for you, all of them. White willow bark is really good for pain relieving, for relaxing, for healing. So we're going to use kind of like a couple of pinches. You don't have to have a whole lot. Okay, kava kava is really good for relaxation. Okay, especially if you're dealing with a love problem. It'll take away the anxiety. It will help you to relax. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put probably about, eyeballing that. That's probably like what? And actually, I wasn't going to use the powder herbs in here, actually. So I'm going to put a little bit more of that. This may also heal certain allergies and stuff, just to let y'all know this is really good stuff. Okay, Ellxir crocus, however you pronounce, you know what? We're going to put this in afterwards. Okay, valerian root. Valerian root is really good for healing the heart and for calming the nerves and relaxing, okay? And it does have a very strong smell, just to let y'all know. That and the hops, okay? I'm going to put these two to the side because I want to put some more of that in there. Okay, we're going to put some hibiscus flowers in it. Hibiscus flowers is really good for just love, okay? Or love reunion, possibly, or either just general love and attraction, okay? Red clover, put about, that's like 2 or 3 pinches, okay? Passion flower, very good for relaxing, very good for prosperity, for positive thinking, okay? Y'all can look up the ingredients. Okay, so my powders, I'm going to actually put them in last when I'm done cooking these herbs. A little bit of licorice root. For some people, licorice root can raise the blood pressure, but there's so many blood pressure lowering ingredients in this that you really don't have to worry about that. Okay, I'll put some lavender in here, probably about like a couple of pinches of lavender. Okay, and some dandelion leaf. And you can also put catnip in here too if you want. In fact, I'm gonna put a little bit of catnip in it. Okay, actually I'm not done. I got 2 more ingredients. Okay, so here's some dandelion leaf. Dandelion leaf is really, really good for positive energy. It brings in the energy of just happiness and joy. Okay. All right, and I do want to use some catnip in this. I almost forgot. Just a little bit, okay, of catnip. So y'all know this is going to be strong. And when you do use it, you're only going to use like a tiny teaspoon of it. Okay. You can add it to your milk. You can add it to your, you can add it to his breakfast. You can make some waffles and make syrup. You can mix it with his syrup, especially if he's cranky and in a bad mood, okay? But I just wouldn't use the horny goat weed in it because I'm not sure if you're gonna feed this to somebody. I don't know if I would, because typically horny goat weed can be used to help the libido, but everybody doesn't really need that, okay? Just okay. And then we're gonna use a little bit of hops flowers in it, okay? All right. I'm gonna take this over to the stove. And I'm going to put this on low. While that's simmering, and I've got to watch it. I wish I had one of those little travel, little hot plates. Wish I had one of those right now. All right. So I'm going to start consecrating my bottles. And then also I'm going to put up all of these herbs that I'm finished doing while so y'all just sit tight. I am live as I'm recording this. By the way, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to consecrate this bottle, cleanse it of all negative energies, and I'm going to consecrate it to be used as the sacred holy place for my love potion 69. All right, we're going to consecrate this one too. So I'm going to go over there and stir the herbs. I'm going to take y'all over there with me, okay? And we're going to go stir the herbs and everything. I'm cleansing out this bottle. And I always like to put the tops on it while the smoke does its thing. Isn't that so cool? Uh-oh, looks like this is working out. Y'all, let me tell y'all this while I'm waiting on that stuff to start simmering. I made one of these love potions years ago, and it definitely worked. Like, every time I would go outside to smoke a cigarette, all of a sudden the neighbors would be outside. Like, it was such a trip. And then, it was crazy. So you could tell that it definitely did work because, man. And it's like I said, you can, I'm going to seal that while that smoke clears that out. So it definitely, the potions and the elixirs definitely do work. I know that I have challenges in my love life. I don't know about y'all. I know that I do. Okay. And then when I was a kid, you know what gets me in trouble with my love life is my mouth. I don't know how to shut up sometimes. I remember my mother standing over my crib because, my mother was a feminist. She was like, you are going to be a badass. And it's so a lot of those things has led to me having problems with my love life. Oh, God. Okay, feel free to chat it up if y'all want. Like I said, if you don't necessarily want to make this edible, you can use some jasmine flowers in it and some horny goat weed and Jezebel root pieces if you don't want to make it edible. Okay, I want to make this one edible. All right, I'm gonna go check on my herbs. I'm gonna consecrate this oil, and it's also going to go through a process um, of being charged by the moon and then the sun. And so this one's actually going to get charged by the moon. And the way that I do that is I'm going to put it on my altar in my altar room. I'm not going to put it outside. I will do it tomorrow during the day. But I don't see where this is simmering yet. It looks like it's just getting started. Also, another thing, I would have put cloves in it, but I was not able to find my cloves. So we've got a lot of stuff in it. So um, it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait for that. It's probably gonna take a couple of minutes for it to start simmering, and I'm gonna cook it for probably like maybe once it starts simmering, I'm gonna cook it for maybe like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You don't have to cook them for that long, you know what I'm saying? Because we just want to draw the magical properties out of it. But the oil is going to turn like a dark color, like a dark reddish burgundyish color because of the hibiscus flowers that we put in it. Okay. See, some of that horny goat weed fell in there. All right, it's starting to simmer. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay. Everybody must be out partying tonight or something. Where is my chat at? Y'all like, Jamila, we out partying or either relaxing. Folks done worked all week. I know I worked my butt off this week. I did. Yeah. So. Soon as this thing starts boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter the oil into this bowl. And then I'm going to start mixing in my sweet ingredients, the molasses as well as the honey, okay? And you can actually put sugar in it if you want, but I feel like the honey and the molasses is more than enough, okay? And then also I'm going to mix in the powders, okay? All of these powders are very good for you. Cinnamon is excellent for you. It's definitely good for your blood pressure. Cinnamon is a miracle, okay? Kava kava is so important for relaxation, okay? And to clear out all of your anxiety. And this stuff just makes you feel good. It's just like, oh, wow, So it's an elixir that you can take yourself too, okay? Is my nose itching? It's an elixir that you can actually take yourself, okay? So, let me go check on this. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down and let it simmer. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit. Just be careful handling hot grease. or hot oil. All right, so here comes the tricky part. We need to funnel this oil through here, through the coffee filter, so that we can transfer it into the bowl, because we still have a lot of mixing and a lot of blessing to do to the oil. And then plus it needs to cool down. So I'm going to take a coffee cup. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like jazz too. All right. Where's my little spoon? It smells really, really good. It has an excellent aroma. Let me move this out the way for now. Okay. So I'm going to have to transfer this into 2 different containers. And this I feel better about letting it cool down a little bit before I transfer it. All of you guys' orders are going to be shipped out next week. I am waiting for a printer cord. My other printer cord is buried somewhere in my garage. Okay. All right. Let me test the temperature of that. Ooh, that's hot. And I don't want it to melt this thing, even though I think it probably could withstand the heat. All right, I don't want that to burn my table. All right, so you want to find a container that's large enough, I guess, so that you can filter the herbs through there. And this is going to have to cool down a little bit. It is. It's going to have to cool down because it's very, very hot right now. If you have room in your freezer, you can put it in the freezer real quick to cool it down. But I'm concerned about it being way too hot to transport it. I'm going to try to put this in the freezer real quick. I mean, I want it warm. The oil is going to help the Ellxir to move around. And that's why I said use the oil like either grapeseed oil, or you can use olive oil if you like the taste of olive oil. I personally didn't really want the taste of olive oil unless it was EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil. But, you know, I think grapeseed oil is an excellent choice, you know, especially considering I feel like grapeseed oil as well as sweet almond oil is another option that you can use for this. But, you know, so I didn't have any. They didn't have any sweet almond oil at the store, so I'm just gonna use this. So I got this ready to go. I'm gonna let that sit in the freezer for a couple of minutes. I wish that y'all was in here chatting. That way I'd have something to do in between waiting with all this waiting and stuff. But nobody's chatting, so that's okay. Um, I did do the fall equinox ritual for the group. I did upload the video just in case y'all missed that. That's what you're seeing behind me. I actually also have already set up my Samhain altar, and it's not necessarily completed. But you know, because we're gonna get more stuff on here that is gonna be for the Day of the Dead. We got Jack right there. And then I got some squashes and stuff. And my family we're actually going to eat these acorn squashes. Spirit still wants us to eat them. But you know, they're there for, these are the offerings, okay? And then they wanted water. So I was doing some group love work right here. And that's not, but the main aspect is the acorns and the acorn squashes, the butternut squash, and I think this is a spaghetti squash right here. And so typically, to simplify things, a good Samhain altar is going to have like an abundance of pumpkins. So pumpkins are like the main thing for me, okay? As well as skulls and stuff like that, you know, which those things don't necessarily represent negativity, okay? Everybody always thinks that certain stuff represents negativity and it doesn't, okay? So, all right. Okay, I think it's been about 5 minutes. Yeah, it's cooled down considerably. Okay. Now I am going to attempt to pour this in here without spilling it and without getting any herbs. If you do get herbs down in there accidentally, just re-strain it. Okay, you see that? So typically I like to use a mason jar because you can actually create a you can create like a really good strainer with okay, it doesn't seem to be going down. Go down. Okay, we may have to kind of squeeze it. There it goes. The oil is going to make it perfect for applying to candles. Yeah, you see how that's straining really slow through there. So perhaps a cheesecloth would be better. Would be a little bit more absorbable, but you know I'm patient, so goodness gracious, it seems like this is gonna take forever though. It's a lot different than straining water through here because it's oil, but it'll definitely eventually go down in there. And you may be able to poke holes in it. I just don't want it to be any loose herbs in it because it's edible. I want it to be more like a syrup. And this will not go bad. It won't. Because it's, you know, it doesn't have any water in it or anything. Oh, goodness gracious. Seriously? Why don't you want to go through there? See how it's dripping out, it's drizzling out. try to see if I can help it. Let me help you out a little bit. No. Thank God it's not hot anymore. Oops. It's going real slow. Yeah, it's real slow. Okay. Do this with a cheesecloth, y'all, because a cheesecloth would have actually been better. I have one. I don't know what I did with it, though. Or either a strainer. I'm trying to think if I do have a colander that will probably be better for this. But I don't have a small one. And then I'm going to get herbs down in it, and I don't want that. This is taking way too long. I most definitely get herbs down in it. Once we add the sweet ingredients, you shouldn't be worried about the oil. Like the oil shouldn't bother you, especially being that if you're going to take it as a syrup or an elixir, you can actually just take like a very, very small amount of it. Okay. Hello, Nefertiti. Good evening. Happy witching hour. Yeah, this is like taking forever in a day. Okay, that's much faster doing it that way, but let's make sure that don't no herbs get down in there. So like I was saying, to those of you that are waiting for orders, I have to wait for my printer cord to get here. Now, hopefully, let me nick a little bit of this. I'll make a little nick in it. Okay, because I do want to strain the herbs as much as possible. Maybe that'll make it go down faster. So I always add oils to my bath, to my spiritual baths, but since these herbs that I'm going to strain through here already have oil, I can just throw them in the tub and then they won't go to waste. And these coffee filters are somewhat strong. I've had them bust open on me before. Oh. All right, I think I'm going to grab another coffee filter. So if you're using coffee filters, I use coffee filters a lot for straining purposes. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go wash my hands before I can look at my chat. Okay, I'm gonna grab another coffee filter. And this time I'm gonna nick it a little bit. Like put a little bitty hole in it. So that way it won't take so dang long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's see here. Hey, Ella. Hello. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. You were so beautiful, too. Thank you. All right, there we go. Now, see, that should... All right. So there's herbs left in here. And I am kind of a weirdo that likes to reuse everything. You know, and that oil, I've been rubbing it on myself. I've been rubbing it on my arms and stuff. All right, so we are almost at the next process. Okay, see how it's coming out faster now because I nicked it. Uh-oh. If I were making a really small batch, it wouldn't take so long, but I'm making a large batch of this. And the oil is still really warm. So when we're stirring and mixing in our molasses and stuff, it's gonna really, really blend really easily. All right, there's a little bit more oil left in there. All right, now this was an oily ass mess, wasn't it? Okay. Probably make a good massage oil. That's a good way of making some massage oil too, ain't it? Okay. All right, let me pan this back down. All right, that should be... All right, I'm gonna put this in the pot because we're done with that for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my mixing bowl. And we got, what, about a half of a coffee cup full of oil. See how dark that is now? Grapeseed oil is really light. And so that was the hibiscus flowers that did all of that for us. So now I'm going to transfer this into the bowl. And I'm going to start adding my molasses and my honey. Okay, molasses is one of the, to remove stubbornness, okay? And I forget what the magical properties of molasses is. I know that, doesn't molasses come from a tree or something? Y'all gonna have to look that up. But I just know that I like to use molasses in a lot of my love spells and potions and stuff. Okay, and then we're gonna add some honey. And I'm gonna taste it. And that honey kind of, I don't know, I don't really like the way that it tasted. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to stir this. That molasses is going to make it really, really thick. I'm going to put some more molasses in it. Because basically what's happening is that the oil is separating from the molasses, okay? And so you're going to have to shake this up when using it. The last time I made this, I didn't have the oil. So if you want to omit the oil, you can. But essential oils Reason why we're not using those, even though if you buy them from certain sources, they can be edible. But essential oils kind of, they're kind of stronger than the original herb, okay? All right, I'm gonna add some more molasses. All right, and then I'm gonna put in about a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And about a half a teaspoon of the kava kava, because we already put it in there. We don't want to knock anybody out. You don't want to. This is strictly for relaxation purposes, okay? And then the whatever, however you pronounce that. It's basically Siberian ginseng is what it is. It's ginseng, okay? All right, now I'm going to stir. So it seems to be mixing a whole lot better, especially see how it's mixing a whole lot better. And it looks like a syrup now. Oh, I like that sound. Ain't that satisfying, that little bloop, bloop. All right, we're going to add some more honey for attraction purposes. Now bless this love potion to heal and open hearts, to bring love to whoever consumes this, to bring happy feelings and pure love, good vibrations and joy and good spirits. And trust and happiness, fidelity. Okay, I'm going to taste a little bit of it. Tastes like molasses. It's real sweet. It's very, very sweet. Some people would probably add a little bit of sugar, like I said. And by the way, I'm going clockwise. Ooh, that little taste ball kind of got me. Okay. You can actually add this to your coffee or either your tea. Even though it's got oil in it, you know that people actually take like tablespoons of like certain oils and it improves their health. So the oil is not going to hurt you. Probably just make your skin brighter. Okay, we're going to consecrate this Love Potion 69 to bring vitality, stamina, happy thoughts, happy feelings, good vibrations. Look at that. Wait a minute, let me show y'all. Hey Janella, hello. How are you, sister? Okay, look at that. Okay. So obviously before you administer this, you're going to shake it up like I said, because it'll probably separate, you know, from the oil. That's okay. That's why I've got really good shaker bottles here. Mmm. That combination of molasses and honey is really, really good. And I can definitely feel that valerian root. Have y'all ever heard of valerian root? It is a godsend. Valerian root is amazing for the heart chakra. It, like, I am not kidding with you. Like, I feel that it's boy, and then also for anxiety and stuff. Okay. I'm just kind of blessing the oil. Like I said, it's gonna get consecrated again off camera because this potion. I'm gonna actually use it. You know, because I feel like we all could use some help in that area, or most of us can, for real. Okay. I feel like I've stirred it up enough. I want to add a little bit more honey to it. And when you use this on your candles, you're not going to have to use like a whole bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Now I'm going to add it to my bottles. Okay. I'm going to use the large one for this one, and I've got a small one. Okay. Now I'm trying to touch my face. All right. I'm going to pop this in the top. And then we're going to pour this down in here. You see how that, oh, you guys can't see that, but it's pretty much. All right. Let's see, this is where I'm going to be able to shake it up really, really good. All right, so this is going to stay in my apothecary. And this is like my own little personal supply of it. I think I might use this big one. So I'm just going to pour some into here so that I'll be able to, and I'll just refill it. And that's it, y'all. That's the oil. Well, it's not an oil, it's an elixir. Also, like I said, everything in here is edible. Every ingredient in this particular potion is, like I said, very, very good for your health also. Okay, because if you're not feeling good, you ain't gonna be in the mood for love anyway. Okay, you're gonna be in the mood for probably sleeping. Let me see what y'all talking about. All right, y'all, that's it. I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later, okay? Price. This is for use. This is actually for, I haven't really set a price at it yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been kind of thrown off a little bit because I need a printer cord because I thought my printer was wireless. And it is wireless, but it doesn't want to act right. So I'm just waiting for my printer cord. So um, there's no price set yet. I'll let you guys know. Okay. Because this is gonna, I'm gonna work on these. Like I also have to bless these oils some more. And I'm gonna do all of that off camera. So, but I'll let y'all know. All right. I'll see you guys later. Blessed be.